How do you know if you need mental health treatment? What are the warning signs? Are there any? If you're asking yourself any of these questions, you came to the right place. My name is Emmanuel with Sandstone Care, and here we help teens and young adults recover with mental health, addiction, and substance abuse treatment. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the warning signs that show you may need mental health treatment. But before we dive into it, first we have to break down what is the definition of a mental illness. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, here is the definition. Mental illness is defined as a mental, behavioral, or emotional disorder. Mental health issues can vary in impact, ranging from no impairment to mild, moderate, and even severe impairment. About 1 in 5 adults in the United States have reported living with a mental health condition. In terms of breaking this down into a more specific number, in the year 2020, this meant that 52.9 million Americans lived with a mental illness. So, if you feel like you're experiencing any of the symptoms or the warning signs I'm going to share with you here in a moment, please know that you are not alone and that there are different options out there that will help you start to feel better. What are the warning signs that you may need mental health treatment? There are 10 different general warning signs in teens and young adults that show that you may need mental health treatment. Not every struggle is due to mental illness. Life already has enough of its own obstacles with learning how to deal with peer pressure, school, work, finding apartments, your hormones, your parental expectations, and so much more. But by learning these warning signs, you'll be able to identify whether you need help or whether a loved one or a close friend of yours may need help as well. Here are the signs. Excessive worry, fear, or sadness. Problems concentrating and with learning. Irritability, anger. Extreme mood swings. The 5th warning sign, isolation or avoiding social situations. 6, changing in sleeping or eating habits. Intense concern over your appearance. Unexplainable health problems like issues with your gut, nervousness, constant sweats, etc. The 9th is substance abuse. And the last one is self-harm or even having suicidal thoughts. With there being so many different warning signs, I cannot stress this to you enough. Do not self-diagnose. If you feel like you may be struggling with any of these symptoms that I mentioned, schedule an appointment with a counselor, see a therapist, or even talk with a psychiatrist. They will be able to help answer your questions and pinpoint what exactly you're experiencing, so that way you can get the proper diagnosis that you're looking for. Why might someone avoid getting help for a mental health concern? This actually does lead us to the next question that we're going to answer, which is, why might someone avoid getting help for a mental health concern altogether? While there are many factors that may keep someone from getting mental health treatment, some of the most common reasons are judgment, fear, misinformation, doubt, and even not wanting to admit they need help. These are common reasons that hold people back from getting help because historically, there has been this stigma surrounding mental health and wellness as a whole. And by stigma, I'm talking specifically about how our society tends to place shame and judgment on people who are struggling and are trying to seek help for their own mental health concerns. If you are considering getting help or even considering treatment, don't worry about what others think about you getting help. Please reach out to a professional so that way you can begin your own wellness journey. Yes, these stigmas are lifting and it's becoming more widely accepted and even encouraged to get help, but don't let other people hold you back from getting the help that you know that you may need. It takes courage and strength to ask for help, so believe in yourself and take that next step that'll help you start getting better today. Before I go, I just want to answer one last question. What happens when your mental health goes untreated? In short, when a mental illness goes left untreated, the symptoms from the condition can easily become worse. If your mental condition continues to worsen, you may begin seeing other aspects of your life start to become more and more affected. You might start facing things like unemployment, injury or disability, substance abuse, and again, possibly even suicide. So again, if you are considering treatment, don't hold yourself back from taking that first step of getting help. There are helplines, there are resources, and there are outlets for people like you that are learning how to better navigate life while managing living with a mental illness. All right, that's all I have for you. Now, if you feel like you are ready to take action in finding counselors, therapists, or even treatment programs that work best for you, but you don't know where to start, that is completely okay. Just know that Sandstone Care is here for you and available as a resource to answer any of your questions. Like I mentioned earlier, here at Sandstone, we help teens and young adults with mental health, addiction, and substance abuse treatment. So if you have any questions about mental health, addiction, or recovery, we can definitely provide you with the answers. The best way to get into contact with a Sandstone Care member right now is by live chatting them at sandstonecare.com or contacting them using the number you see right down below. There is no shame in getting mental health treatment. Finding resources that will help you with your mental health is always a win. Keep taking those necessary steps to get better. All right, if you have any other questions that you would like Sandstone Care to answer, just make sure to leave them in the comment section down below and we will reply as soon as possible. I really hope that this video has been a helpful resource for you. Have a good one.